What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Tesla Volt. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today, I'm going to be talking about why I bought the 2024 Tesla Model 3 over an ICE vehicle, just a regular internal combustion engine vehicle. There are lots of great cars out there, and before I picked up this 2024 Tesla Model 3, I knew at some point I was going to upgrade my vehicle. Before this, I had a 2012 Honda Civic, and I was out in the market looking for a car, and there are a bunch of different options out there, SUVs, sedans, and then there's like, which kind of brand do you want? Do you want a Mercedes? Do you want like a German car? Do you want a Japanese car? Do you want an electric vehicle? So there's all these different types of things and choices I had, and obviously I ended up going with this car. Now, one of those cars I really wanted to pick up as my next vehicle, I really wanted, and I've always wanted a Mercedes ever since I was much younger, just luxury vehicle, and I really do like the latest models, but I went with this. And the first reason why is monetization. And as you guys know, I started this channel because of this vehicle, because of the 2024 Tesla Model 3. Here's the thing, I'm always looking for ways to monetize the things that I use. And that kind of comes from starting my MTG Productions main channel, because I review tech, or more so I pick up the latest tech products, like the latest smartphones, and I'll make videos about them, share my thoughts and experience about it. So that way I am monetizing those videos directly through like YouTube AdSense, through sponsored and brand deals and things like that. So I'm kind of making my money back from the products and investing more into the channel from the products that I use. Some products I end up keeping, some of them I don't need, so I'll either sell or return. So that's the thing. And when looking for my next vehicle, I really wanted to implement it into my channel, into my business. And yes, I could have, let's say I bought a Mercedes, I could have started like a car channel and started making content about my Mercedes. But I felt at the time that picking up a Tesla was more relevant in my field, at least. And there was a new refresh model coming out. That was like the big thing. And I'm glad I waited for the refresh model because I have it right here. So monetization was a huge thing. Looking for a way to kind of monetize the car that I'm using. And recently we were able to, we acquired monetization here on Tesla Volt. So huge thanks for everyone who've subscribed to the channel, who's been watching these videos. The watch time hours are awesome. The subscriber, we passed 1,000. So again, huge thank you to all of those who have been supporting the channel since the very beginning. And I've been working with brands. I've made some Tesla videos on my main channel, but I really dedicated Tesla content here. And here, in like once in a blue moon, I'll maybe make a Tesla video on MTG Productions, but it's strictly been devoting myself to making that specific content here because now I'm officially monetized, and now I get to work with more brands and kind of start paid brand deals, like kind of push that even more on this channel because I've been pushing on MTG Productions, and now I can kind of push that even further here too. So that was a huge thing. And like I said, you can monetize if you picked up a different vehicle, but I just felt like picking up a Tesla for me in my space was just a little bit more relevant, also adding to the fact that a refresh model was coming very soon. The second reason is reliability and the technology. Like I like the minimalism in this car. I love how everything's on screen. Again, this is a deal breaker for some. Some may not like that everything is on the main infotainment system. Some may not like that this car is very minimal. Some just don't like the car in general. That is completely okay. But I personally really like the technology in here. And also, obviously, I watched other reviews. I read reports on this. I read news articles. And this car, as well as other Tesla models, they are safe cars. They're pretty safe cars. I always see it on the news. And again, watching lots of reviews on past Tesla models, that they are pretty safe and they're pretty reliable. And I also do know some people who own a Tesla, and it wasn't specifically this Model 3, but they own like a Model Y because it's more mainstream. A lot of people have Model Y more than anything else, and they were also happy. They can rely on the car. They feel it's safe in there. You really do have to kind of try it out and experience it too. But that's kind of what I got with this car. I felt I knew it was going to be reliable. Granted, I didn't test drive my specific car before I picked it up, but I test drove previous Model 3s, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. So that's the second reason. The third reason is the ease of use. Again, this kind of ties to the minimalism, but honestly, I get in, I put on my seatbelt, it auto detects if I need to drive or go in reverse, and I'm all set to go. It has full self-driving. Granted, you have to pay separately for that, but I'm fine with that. You put in your destination, and the car drives for you, and it consistently gets updates. The car itself, full self-driving, gets updates to make the car even better. For example, when I picked this up, there wasn't hands-free trunk. Now there's hands-free trunk for the vehicle. There wasn't YouTube music integration in the infotainment system. Now there's YouTube integration, YouTube music integration. So there's always updates coming to the car to make it a little bit better. But the ease of use, just like I get in and everything's all set, or I get out, walk away, the car locks on its own, I come to it, it opens on its own. Like, it's a smart car. It does very well, and sometimes when I switch back to a regular car that doesn't have these features, it feels really weird. Again, this is just my experience. You may agree with me, you may not agree with my experience. That's completely okay, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I've experienced and why I went towards this route of picking this car up. But I absolutely love how just I get in the car and I drive. Like, it's not like I have to worry about anything else. Oh, am I missing my keys? Oh, everything is on the screen. Like I said before, I don't know. For me, it's just been very easy to drive the car. The fourth reason, this one you kind of have to have as a reason to get a car, is to like it. I like the Tesla Model 3, specifically the refresh. I think it's necessary to enjoy the car that you're going to pick up, that you're going to be driving almost on a daily basis, whether that's to work or for road trips, whatever it is. I mean, if you go and pick up a car just because it's like, yeah, sometimes, there's budget, but you still should like the car you are picking up. There is, yes, you want to get to point A and point B, and I really like my Honda Civic too, but I at one point I just kind of I knew I was ready to upgrade, so I went in, I saw the refresh, I'm like, okay, this is a big contender. I really want this car. I really like the aesthetic of it, the interior, the exterior, all that good stuff. I really like this car in general. So that's another reason. You have to like the car. I really like this car. The people that I've kind of let them test drive or sit in the passenger seat, they also really do like this car. And it's, again, it comes down to personal preference too. I also do like other ICE vehicles. I do like Mercedes, and I do like Toyota and Honda. I used to, but recently it's been kind of not the greatest. But I do like other vehicles as well, outside of Tesla too. But this one just kind of felt more likable to me. I don't know. That's, again, this is just me. And the fifth reason and the last reason is I'm not paying for gas anymore. Well, at least for this car. Now, as a family, we also do have a Honda Accord. So for that we do. But think about it. You either have two cars they pay gas for, or you have two cars, one of them you pay gas for, one of them you don't. And that's my case. I only pay for gas for one vehicle. This one I don't pay for gas. And this may seem odd or just not a reason for some, but I purchased my car after I moved to a location that I knew had complimentary charging, so I wouldn't be paying for it. And I wonder what that car is. Oh, that's a new Toyota Priuses. Now, this obviously, this doesn't guarantee that if I move to another place, I'm going to have complimentary charging, like free charging. But even then, it's not going to add much more to my energy bill if I were to pay for gas. So just do keep that in mind. And I do know, again, I know people who have a Tesla who charge at home, and I've asked them, how's your energy bill looking like? And it's way cheaper than if they had gotten a regular vehicle and they would have to pay gas for it every week. I mean, it probably adds like maybe 60, 70 bucks a month. Again, it depends on how often they charge it and the scenarios and all the different factors going into it, but they're not paying as much as they would pay for gas. I'll put it that way. And on top of that, there's supercharging too. And if you have supercharging credits, or if you have a referral link and you refer someone with your link to get Tesla, you're going to get $500 of credit. So for those of you who did pick up a Tesla using my referral link, thank you guys so much. I still have a couple referral links. I think I have like 3 or 4 left, like 5, 6 of you guys use my referral link. Huge shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And I get free supercharging essentially. So whenever I go to like a road trip, I don't pay for my supercharge. Again, that's not forever, but for the time being, it's been awesome. And obviously my next location, if I ever move, is going to be, or not if I, when I move, is going to have a requirement. I need to be able to charge this somewhere. So that's one of the other, or the fifth reason, I guess, fifth and last reason, I don't pay for gas for this car. And I think the only maintenance I did was I did a tire rotation at Tesla, and I paid like 70 bucks, and that was it. And I did that after Tesla, I think, is like every 6,000 miles, but I actually went like almost 11,000 miles, and I called up Tesla and said, hey, like, I went 11,000 miles and like, I'm gonna go on another road trip. What's it looking like? Should I go get a tire rotation before or after? They're like, no, it's fine. Go on your road trip, come back, and you'll get your tire rotation. So I really just don't pay for maintenance other than like a tire rotation, maybe some fluid and washer fluid, and that's really it. So yeah, I mean, granted, these are my reasons, but I'm not saying like other vehicles are not great. They are absolutely great. In fact, like, I'm already looking at my next vehicles, and I really kind of want to grow the channel too. And I want to review other vehicles as well that are non-EV. Obviously, I don't think I'll be reviewing them here on this channel, or maybe I will. Again, it all comes down to you guys. If you want to see, like, for example, reviewing a 2025 Toyota Camry as a EV owner, something like that, I can do that. Or I just completely make a different separate channel reviewing car stuff, talking about cars, getting into the car world. But again, these are the reasons why I bought a 2024 Tesla Model 3 over an internal combustion engine vehicle. Your reasons may vary, but regardless, there's great cars out there, whether it's EV, non-EV. The choice is yours. Choose whichever car you like, whichever one's going to cater to your needs and your wants. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, definitely be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment down below your thoughts, opinions, comments, whatever it is, if you use an EV or anything like that. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.